Hello, everybody. Brett here with Top Hat with Genway with Genways. I don't even know how to say that right.
That's okay.
I mess it up every time.
It's all
Either
good.
way, we're talking to everybody about how to increase your online presence and tips and tricks. And Jen's got a great one for us today with Facebook personal pages versus business pages. And that opens a whole can of worms.
Yeah, absolutely. It's always been the great debate of business pages versus personal pages. But we talked about it a lot at Social Media Day, which was already 3 weeks ago, which is
Isn't that
crazy.
amazing? This is where I heard about it and wanted you to talk about it more.
Right,
So
right.
I was
It's
like,
so
great, I want
funny.
to hear more about this.
Yeah, we only met a month ago. That's crazy. But so we talked about it a lot, and business pages have become pretty obsolete for the small business owner. Unless you're going to give Facebook a bunch of advertising money, your Facebook business page is unlikely to just generate business for you. It's more a landing spot, is what I like to say, for people who have already discovered your business and want to make sure you're legit, right? They want to go see if people are leaving bad reviews. They want to see if you've posted anything in the last 10 years. So I definitely recommend still having a business page, but not focusing as much on your business page as we may have at one point. Um, People want to know who they're doing business with, and that brings in your personal page. And there's a lot of business owners that are hesitant to friend clients or potential clients. And I think that's a huge mistake because we've been sold to since the day we were born, especially, well, anyone alive has been sold to, right?
Right.
Radio ads, like ads on billboards, all of it. So they want to know the people behind what they're giving their money to. And the best way to do that is through your personal profile, and mixing in, I say 90% who you are, 10% what you do. Um, there's nothing worse than the real estate agent that all they do is post new listing, under contract. Like, we know you sell houses. So who are you? Who am I helping propel forward in life? So,
Right.
but I do want to talk about a couple of things. We were just talking about this with the business page because it's not that you shouldn't have one. I do think you should have one, and you should
Mhm.
have your Facebook profile optimized so that it says you work at your business page. So that if somebody's on your personal page, they can click on that business profile and see what you're up to. Um, Something big that a lot of people are talking about right now is the issue with spammy reviews on Facebook business pages. I had a client text me about it this morning, in fact, and the short answer is there's no way to get rid of them right now, which is annoying. On my boss's mortgage page, we probably have 50 of them, and it's all like investment stuff and Bitcoin. And I don't understand where they think they're going to get anywhere with the spammy reviews, but whatever, they didn't ask me. But there's nothing we can do really to remove them right now. You can mark them
Right.
as spam, but nothing happens, right?
Right.
Um, that being said, yesterday I did a little bit of research, and the end of June, there was an article that came out that there's a couple organizations, one in the UK and one in the US, cracking down on Facebook about these spammy reviews, saying that they're unfairly hurting small business owners.
Right.
Um, which I don't think they're really hurting us that much, but that's okay. They at least say that they recommend the business, right? Like, they're not saying that you're a bad company and then leaving a spammy review. So at least,
When you mean a spammy review, what do you mean by that? They're being derogatory, or they're trying to sell their own stuff, or what's going on?
so neither. It's kind of crazy. A lot of them are like, they're saying I worked with, and it'll be a name that has nothing to do with the business. Like, I worked with Melissa Jones and she helped me get my investments to $250,000 using Bitcoin. And it's names that have nothing to do with your business. It's usually something, the ones I've seen have been about investments or Bitcoin, and it has nothing to do with whatever business they're leaving this review on.
But it's
And
helping them because that name's getting out on Facebook more, and so they're going to get a higher ranking whenever that search, so on and so forth.
supposedly they're really generic names though, so I'm not
It's
sure
just,
they're
why
actually
are people
doing
wasting the
anything.
time? Right.
I've always thought if hackers and spammy people would just put their brains towards something
Mhm.
positive, they
Yeah.
could truly change the world, because they have great ideas, but I don't understand what they're trying to get out of this.
Good
But
point.
yeah.
Well, because we've got protection right now from political religious posts that don't have to do
Yeah.
with the business, we can get those taken down. Even if it's morally righteous, racist stuff, and I'm not saying racist stuff is good or actions are good, but you can't post a review about that on Facebook and say this person's racist, blah 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 blah. You can get that taken down by Facebook and Google and so on and so forth. So this is sort of the same way. I mean, it's not. It doesn't sound like it's risen to that level to where
Right.
it's bad enough that they're like, oh, we got to do something about this.
And I think in those reviews that are talk about being racist or homophobic or whatever, there's trigger words in that, right? Like
Yes.
the Facebook's bots can search for the word racist or homophobic or any of those and very easily spot them and take them down. I'm guessing on a technology side, these are harder for them to spot.
Makes sense.
I'm not sure why just marking them as spam doesn't alert, but Meta is.
Well, but then you're off to the races with I can mark it as spam and it goes away.
Exactly. But that all being said, I saw a post yesterday, and I was just telling you about this, Brett, where somebody said, "Well, I'm just going to turn off Facebook reviews because I'm tired of getting these spammy ones."
Yikes.
Yeah, don't do that. Like, because as a consumer, they were like, "Well, we have great Google reviews, and Google is fantastic." How if somebody finds a Facebook post about you, psychologically, they're going to click on you and see what you're up to. That's where the who you are on your personal page. That's why your personal page is so important. Then they're going to click on your business page. And then they go to your business page. And again, we've been sold to since the day we were born. And now we're being scammed all the time. So they want to make sure you're legit. So if they go to your business page and they see you have reviews turned off, me as a consumer, I'm going to say this business is such trash that they have reviews turned off and they don't want people to know. They do not want the consumer to be able to say what they're doing. So
Right.
I say we deal with the spammy reviews. Supposedly Facebook has something coming to resolve the issue. And of course Brett, I'm sure you could talk about Google listing forever, because the next step, I think, if they start on Facebook, they're going to stay on Facebook. And then the next step would be they would Google you.
Right.
But if they've already seen you don't have any, you have reviews turned off, not even you don't have any
you
reviews.
don't even get a chance sometimes. They're just moving on.
Yeah,
They're not going to
exactly.
Google.
Exactly.
So let's move on to what's the intricacies of doing this personal Facebook page linked? So for a Facebook Live that you and I are doing now, or a post or anything like that, how do I tie those together? Is it super hard, technical, or is it easy? Or
no, so like this is going live to your business page, right?
Yes.
On Facebook. Yeah.
And,
so
yeah,
I will
YouTube, I'm sorry.
Okay. So I'll go in and I'll share this to all of my personal pages when we're done, and tag you and thank you. And by tagging your personal profile, now this is going to show up on your personal profile, not just the business one. Anything you do post to your business page, I suggest sharing to your personal if it's relevant, like great reviews. That's something that you should share with your personal profiles too. But the majority of it is just posting directly to your personal profile instead of those business pages about yourself. Put the energy, I guess that's what it comes down to, is where you're putting your energy.
Mm-hmm.
And put the energy into showcasing who you are. And people with kids always say, well, I don't want everyone to see my kids. I get that. I understand the security side of that, and that's totally fine. Then share some personal content on those business branded pages, or keep your kids off from social media completely.
Or
that's an option too.
Or have two Facebook pages. I have a personal Facebook page and a professional Facebook personal page.
Yeah.
And I am not off color. I have a lot more friends. I am a lot less picky about who I put on there. I don't hurt people's feelings on that one. And on the other one, if someone doesn't like me, oh well. That is the unfiltered version. And I like having that. I'm not a big poster to either of them, but I do like knowing, okay, P's and Q's, don't care.
Something really interesting you just touched on. I just made a post probably a week or so. Again, I know Michelle saw it, but I post about, this is the top 2 questions I get about social media posting. When's the best time to post? And the answer to that is whenever you're going to be consistent with it. And can I share my politics and religion? And the answer was always no, right? We're always no.
I saw this post for you and brought it up to Michelle, because this is a conversation we've had. So I love this.
So my answer is yes. My answer is you
Mhm.
absolutely can share politics and religion on Facebook, especially religion. Like, I mean, the people that I know are, I'm not religious, but people that are, it's a core part of who they are.
Right.
But when it comes to politics, I share my politics on my social media. And often people are like, but Jen, you're a business owner. Okay. I only share the causes, this is what I say, that I'm willing to lose business over. And so I ask my coaching clients, what causes are you so passionate about that you don't mind losing business over? And a lot of them will say nothing, and that's totally fine. But by posting, those are core beliefs for me. That comes down to my heart of who I am.
Mhm.
And people are either going to resonate with that and want to do business with me. So I'm going to attract more people that are like me.
Right.
It's going to repel the people that are totally opposite from those core beliefs. And I probably wouldn't want to work with them to begin with. Or it's going to be that third group that might not agree with me, but they love my work so much that they want to work with me anyway. And again, those are people I want to work with anyway.
And
So
they're understanding that you can separate work, business, and your personal beliefs.
absolutely.
And if they can do that as well, oh wow, we could go back to having conversations that are civil while not actually getting divisive and hurt.
Absolutely. Yeah, completely. I think that we need to uh, people are so annoyed with social media that it's the highlight reel. We've all heard that term. Well,
Right.
then we need to do something so it's not the highlight reel. Like share who you really are and share those things that cross between your business and personal. If you have a team at your business, share them, share who they are, why they're on your team. You can do like personality types, enneagrams, disc profiles, all that fun stuff is cool to share, but give people some insight. And I really suggest focusing on those personal profiles when it comes to Facebook and not throwing money at Facebook by any means.
I say the same thing all the time about Google. It's pretty funny how they go back and forth, and a lot of things are very consistent with that. I mean, you haven't done your organic work yet. Why are you paying money?
Right,
You're
right.
sending people to a bad organic site.
That's a great point. That's a great point. Yeah, put the work into the organic
Oh,
side
people do it
before
all the
throwing
time
it.
on Google. Google ads thousands of dollars a month, tens of thousands of dollars a month, and they got 3.4 stars and 20 reviews. It's like, wow, when they get there, they're going to do something like make a decision. So,
Right.
what are you looking for here?
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's such a good
you're in
point.
front of people and they're making a decision, all right.
Yeah, that's not good. That's not good.
No, but it happens all the time. Anyway, we sort of got off the rails all over the place with this
You
stuff, but
know.
I felt like it all sort of tied in and really gives you an idea of how to really optimize. I think just circling back to this Facebook personal page, it has so much more reach. It is
Mhm.
able to get out there with different people, and I think your point may not have jumped out at people quite as much. Showing people who you are. That's what they
Yep,
want to hear. They want to see who you are to work with you. They already know what you do.
exactly.
I
And
heard that a
if they don't
lot
know
at
what you
Social Media
do,
Day. I heard that
exactly.
over and over again.
Yeah.
What'd you
And if
say?
they don't know what you do, then go back to marketing 101 and find other ways to do it. But they don't want to see your business all over your personal page. They want to see who you are, that they're supporting you sending your kids to college or ballet lessons, or if you love to travel, like someone like me, you're supporting my ability to travel or to go back east and see my family or to buy a home. Like
Hobbies,
create,
whatever. Yeah,
yeah, create the emotional connection with your clients and your potential clients, because you're going to have better relationships and better business growth and all of those things that come from just working with people that actually really want to work with you and support your business.
absolutely. I'm a pilot, and people are fascinated by that. They love it.
That's so
I've got
cool.
a very oddball airplane too, so that makes it even easier.
That's awesome.
Anyway, thank you so much for your time and
Yeah.
all these different thoughts that people might have to go back and, okay, what was that? And what do I do? And Jen's here for all that stuff for you if you need her. So
Absolutely.
reach out to her. Thank you for your time and you have a great day. Anything else you
You
want to
too,
add
Brett.
before I cut you off here?
Nope. If anybody wants to reach out to me, Jen Waybor on all of the platforms. I am the only one that exists, so I'm very easy to find, and I'm happy to help anyone in any way that I can.
Very cool. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Brett.
Have a good one.